What fortune lies beyond the stars? Those dazzling heights too fast to climb. I got so high to fall so far, but I found heaven as love swept low. My heart beating, my soul breathing. I found my life when I laid it down. Upward falling, spirit soaring. I touched the sky, but my knees hit the ground.
Hey babe, you should get baptized, my boyfriend Sage said to me as service was ending. Reading the Bible and having faith was a recent norm, and the idea of getting baptized had been on my mind since I accepted Jesus of Nazareth's divinity 6 months earlier. So I walked up to the altar towards a pool of twinkling water. My veins tingled, my cheeks turned red, and the feeling in my stomach made me realize I was surprisingly excited. But after I verbally committed to believing in and living for God the Father, Son, and Spirit, the pastor guided me into the pool of water and held me under for too long. I couldn't breathe. I tried to get out of the pool, but the weight trapped me, forced me down. They must not have known they were drowning me. I began to panic, but something stopped me. A sweet voice told me I should breathe in the water. Breathe in the water? I thought. Why would anyone do that? It didn't make any sense. How would inhaling water save me from drowning? The thought of that defies human logic, but what else could I do? A tender voice asked me to do it. So I inhaled, and I felt the water hug the corners of my lungs. They were full and heavy with the baptismal water, but I didn't choke. I didn't drown. Instead, it was the best breath I had ever taken. For the first time ever, I felt alive. Then the weight that had held me down and suffocated me was lifted. I emerged from under that water, and my eyes fluttered open. I sat there in a lukewarm pool of life-giving water, and everything around me was motionless. The voice spoke to me again. And to clarify, it wasn't entirely a voice. It was like a tug in my heart, the kind of tug a shy child gives when it wants to play outside. It was a feeling that didn't yell for attention, a silent whisper almost. And it had gentle authority, transcending all other distractions in the room. And it said, "See, Sinclair, all you had to do was trust. All you have to do is trust, and I'll take care of you. You might not be able to understand what I ask, but don't disregard it. Take a leap of faith, and I'll be here to give you life." Then I woke up. The juxtaposition of true details in my life made the dream seem so real. In my dream, I knew the history of how I used to be an atheist and then slowly started to recognize the sign of God's existence. With the dense amount of truth in this slumber vision, I knew this dream was more than just a dream. The resemblance was translucent. Inhaling water is preposterous, in the same way that having faith involves some acceptance of uncertainty. On December 18, 2016, about 3 weeks after I had the dream, I found myself in a situation that mimicked the dream. Service ended, and instead of saying goodbye, the pastor said he felt a tug on his heart and he wanted to open up the small pool for baptisms. My legs led me to that twinkling pool of life-giving water. I took off my shoes and stepped in with my pants and t-shirt. My cheeks sparkled like cherry cider and my veins tingled. A smile spanned my face, and I felt tears unexpectedly glide down my cheeks, smoothly and happily. I felt the cool and refreshing water hug every part of my skin as I was guided under. As I got up, my shirt was heavier with the weight of water, but I still felt more free than I had ever been. So I sat up in a pool for the second time, and all I could hear was a voice reaffirm that I would be taken care of. All I had to do was trust.
spirit soaring. I touch the sky when my knees hit the ground.